Okay, we're going to get started with our ice cream because it's going to take the longest, I think. And, you know, there's different things of ice cream, what is ice cream, what is sorbet, what is gelato, all that stuff. Yes, late. That's all right. So ice cream is just sort of a custard based for the most part. And we're starting with a cup of milk here. Oops. We're going to put some egg yolks in there. Put the whites in here if I can do this without messing up. Oops. I had two ice cream makers till I had the part from one and a part from another one. So there's our egg yolk. We got our sugar and milk in there. And oh, and for the diet conscious, I did use the skim milk. Okay. Because this is not for the diet conscious tonight. No, this is not diet night. We'll do the Get Back to Reality class that we always have in January. We're going into we're going into the fat time of the year. We got to do the ice cream. So it's all going to be, you know, and then going into the holidays, we have to do a lot of baking, whatever. Okay, so we've got our egg yolks, our cream. I'll put a little vanilla in here. And our cake mix. Now all this was a white cake mix, 3/4 of a cup, and I did kind of try to take all the lumps out. You just don't want the really hard lumps in there. You know, whether it needs to be perfectly sifted, you know, just make sure there's no lumps in it. Okay, now one of the things, we're going to heat this up to about 160, and that's just to kill any bacteria that would be with the eggs. Because then we've got to cool it down to get it in the ice cream maker. But I bet my magic refrigerator has taken care of that. So this is just to, you almost want to bring it up to like a scald. Bubbles around the outside, and that should be 160. You want to be careful that it doesn't, you know, when you're dealing with milk products, you don't want it to sort of burn or brown on the bottom of the pan. So you want to kind of keep it moving. And I've got it on high now, but we'll turn it down. Okay. And like I said, you just need to bring it up to 160 just to kind of 130, 134, 135. We got a little ways to go. Not much. It really heats up pretty fast. And of course, like I said, we don't want it to scald on the bottom. And it also gives it a chance to get thicker. We have to move on. 38, 44, 45, 49, 48. Come on. Of course, me stirring it doesn't help either.
Don't watch it. Don't you know what they say?
That's true. Yeah, remember last week when I not watched it? It almost boiled over? It didn't. I hope Matt cut that off the video, but.
You know, Miss Sue, when I would do that, I would always find that when I got to the third stanza of Whistling Dixie.
Okay, go ahead. I think this is going to be good. 150. Come on. Okay, we're going to turn it off because it will heat up to 160. Okay, so now that it's 160, of course, you want to maybe if you don't necessarily have to put it in another container, but I don't think I would stick this right in your refrigerator. So we'll let it cool down a little bit and put it in the refrigerator later. However, there just happens to be one in here that's already cooled down. The magic refrigerator. So we're going to put this in this, in this ice cream maker. This, like I said, there's different ice cream makers. Put that over here. This one has a, doesn't have the ice, doesn't use the ice and salt. We'll try it. All right, this is the frozen inset. So, oops. Let's wipe that out a little bit. Okay, so this, with the different ice cream makers, you can use the ones that have the salt and the ice cubes and all that. And then you just have to remember to buy ice unless your refrigerator makes enough. Or you can get one of these, which has a frozen inset. However, you need to make sure that you put the inset, the inset in the freezer before you, long before you want the ice cream. Okay. All right. Can you see? I don't know if I can bring it in. Can you see what's going on? So it's making the ice cream. You can see it kind of scraping. It's freezing against the metal thing. And I'm going to put it in the back. And when you make ice cream in one of these ice cream makers, it's not going to be like you would buy right at out of the carton. It's going to be a little bit more soft serve. So you merely just put this in a plastic container and freeze it in your freezer, and it'll be just like ice cream at home. Or you just get a couple of spoons and have at it. But you know, ice cream is fun to make, and with these ice cream makers that we have now, it's not the old crank things. Like I said, this is one. I did one earlier with the salt and the ice, and that just takes about the same amount of time with the electric. Whether you're the old school and, oh no, it doesn't taste good if it's electric, you got to crank it. Fine. I'm gonna use this. But this is, like I said, it's going to be a little bit softer, but it's going to have the same flavor if you wanted to let it cure a little bit in your, and when you make ice cream in one of these ice cream makers, it's not going to be like you would buy right at out of the carton. It's going to be a little bit more soft serve. So you merely just put this in a plastic container and freeze it in your freezer, and it'll be just like ice cream at home. Or you just get a couple of spoons and have at it. But you know, ice cream is fun to make, and with these ice cream makers that we have now, it's not the old crank things. Like I said, this is one. I did one earlier with the salt and the ice, and that just takes about the same amount of time with the electric. Whether you're the old school and, oh no, it doesn't taste good if it's electric, you got to crank it. Fine. I'm gonna use this. But this is, like I said, it's going to be a little bit softer, but it's going to have the same flavor if you wanted to let it cure a little bit in your, and this is, you're not going to need any topping on this. That's our cake batter ice cream. So that's wonderful.